Hey, how you doing, Scorpio? How you doing? This is another reading. Let's get on with your reading. Welcome to the channel. So let's see what's going on for Scorpio, please. So it says money's coming to you in the mood of your own, though. It says not to worry about the situation. People could pay you sporadically, or maybe money is coming in, but it says warning, not everybody sees the same thing that you do. So someone could be playing you or trying to make you believe that money's coming when it's not. And it says you got to warn yourself to stop speaking about things that you don't really need in your mind at times, because you do know that you need to save more money. But it says warning, no one's gonna pass in your head about things that you need more than your son or a child around you. It says there's a child that wants to know what you spend your money on and why you can't give them too much more time in your mind about things that you need, or what money do you need from them, or is it that you want to give them more money? Because it says no one says this person needs you, but they realize you may need them one day for something. However, it says you're not going to come to them right now. You need time, and you need time in your mind to remember that you're good to yourself, and you don't need to speak about anyone's problems. So you're going to give yourself better news than you did have in a long time. And it says good news will come to you once and for all, because someone doesn't want to speak to you directly anymore. And it says they know that they're not going to speak to you right now anyway, so they will speak about it and leave you alone, because they will cause a scene in their mind and think, well, bloody hell, why am I doing that to her, or why am I doing that to him? And it says no one keeps talking about you more than this person. It could be a child of yours, an older sibling, or an older child, or like maybe a neighbor or a friend, but the friend is more so a frenemy, like an evil friend. And it says this person doesn't really want to know you, doesn't want to talk to you, but they keep playing with your mind. So this person needs to move on, because they keep trying to channel your energy in the mind and playing it with your soul. And it says only because they realize they can, they keep doing it. But it says not really worrying you as much as you would believe someone is in the background doing some other things. However, it says that person's not doing anything right now, but you have a troubled soul with someone that lives around you. It could be upstairs, downstairs, or around you, maybe next door neighbors or down the road. However, it says you've got to see things in your brain for who you are and stop worrying about the situation too much, because they keep picking on you directly or indirectly, at times indirectly more than directly. And now they want to see you for who you are, so they'll do it directly. But it says only if you want to participate in their drama, because this person warns you they're on drugs, or they could be warned they're on drugs, or they want to provoke you to say things like that or get up in their head. It says maybe underneath the surface they'll see themselves for who they are, but right now they have to move on and see if they clarify anything that's going to be better for them, to just say I've moved on, because not everybody is up to par in your mindset, Scorpio, to see things the way you do. However, it says it's better for you to look at things in an indirect way anyway, because you could say, well, I'm not doing anything, or I am doing something. But it says, warning, if you say you're doing something, that at least then they've got something on you to say, well, if you did do it, they know that you did it. However, it says you're not going to participate in their mind games. You realize you don't have time for them, or you don't want to intrude in their life too much, or you do, but it's like, I'm not getting involved in their mental health as much as they want me to. And it says you do know why you're doing that, because you just have better things to do in your life, and you know that you want to participate in things that you want to do that is going to make your life feel like you've got purpose. Not taking revenge on anyone like they're provoking you to, or want you to even speak of these things to your mind, because at times they're lurking in your mindset, lurking around you, lurking around your spirit, around your mindset in other ways. Like they want to get under your skin. It says property could come to them in the way that they want if they do things like bother you, or even avenues of where they could get sex, or things that they can personally give to you, like problems just to provoke you. And it says it's not worth looking at, but these people want to try and target your soul for so many different things, including revenge, or just to hurt you, harm you, or get what they want from you, use you, maybe even try to abuse you, or try to target you for friendship, enemy kind of friends, kind of negative, evil spirited type of energy. And it says it's not worth it. So try to move yourself away from the problem as much as possible, and see if you can victimize yourself around your own problems, or maybe just try and tell yourself you got better news other than what people are asking of you. Because right now too many people want your soul to consider their thoughts and see their thoughts, or look into your mind about your thoughts not being there but their thoughts being there instead. So sometimes if you feel energies and it's picking on you too much in your mind, to the point where it's like you're trying to get something out in a way that you would like to see it, you would like to speak of it, or even how to think of it, It says they keep pushing their thoughts, their ideas, or their cause for concern elements in your head. And it says you will never win that way if you don't just strongly move past their head, target your own mind, and think of the best news for yourself, because you will never ever be able to pass their mindsets with problems. But it says good news comes to you, Scorpio, because you waited long enough to see blessings, and you will see blessings in a good way. So don't worry about them. Many thanks to you. You've seen things that are going to play out for you in life. And it says no one's going to target you more than anything that could come forward in the next week or two. So it's not going to be hard for you to move past things at all. You'll have blessings and you'll have great news overall with your love life. Even your sex life could pique an interest if you wanted it to, but only if you want it to, though, because it says right now those things are very much on the surface for you to do, sexual energy, but it says it's not really worth it if it's not going to give you clarified, clarified information that you could get what you want from situation. It's like some of you guys would like to know, okay, I'm going to be a bit hoish. I can, sleep around a bit. I can be nasty, or I can just be, very in tune with my sex life where I just want to pay attention to that. I just want to have sex. I just want to bang it out. I just want to enjoy the passion and the sexual allure and all these exotic kind of, dirty kind of eroticism, like you want to be like more like a pan out of, it's like somebody doesn't want you to say what it is exactly that you want to be, but this person keeps holding on to say you are going to be mine in a way that I'm telling you to be mine. So there's someone right now that's trolling you for that energy to have sexual intercourse with them. But it says the boring energy keeps coming out of the situation. And if this person doesn't stop picking on you for you to have good news in your mindset the way you want, they could force it on you in the way that they see it. So whatever you don't want, they could twist it and make you really murmur it in your mind in a way that they want it to come out of your mind or to speak it. But it says it doesn't always work like that. Someone's overly trying to push their ideas into your head on what you should say or what you should do, or even what you should wear, what you should be like, what you should look like. And it's never going to work out in their favor, Scorpio. So try to warn yourself to move on past things. Make sure liberty taking is not there. Good news could come to you with other things, and brainwashing could come to you with other things. So don't worry. Good news will happen, but only if you feel like it. Okay. So it says anytime you want to see blessings come to your mind, try to think of things like good news that's going to happen for you overall, because many times over, good news could come and make you feel like you could have the worst case scenario but still have a good outcome. All right, so don't worry about people that are there praying for you to have a downfall or problems. It says you still can move past those things with good news. All right. Now, sending out evil information could come to you, or even messages from spirit, maybe even emails. Maybe you've got things to buy, purchase, or take indoors from outside. Maybe packages are ending up, really coming in fast. Maybe even things like, you doing work, chores, or even looking for studies or studying could be coming towards your mindset right now, or making you feel like you want to do these things. It says maybe you should try and struggle a little bit past the energies that are there stopping you from doing it, instead of worrying that you have to do these things if you're taking too long to get off the ground, procrastinating, or feel like something's weighing you down, because things could be weighing you down right now as well, making you feel like it's taking too long for me to get up and feel motivated towards these things, or even just to do it, get out the way. So it says there is karma there with people pressuring you right now, or doing bad news in the system, or even around your head or around your body. It says no one's going to persecute you, but they're going to give you problems ongoing with this until November, maybe even past November. But it says it will die down a little bit, so at times you will feel better. So try to convince yourself that you'll have better news moving past certain elements in life, like things in the universe that could be targeting these people to work with you or work on you, and not worry about things too much too, because great news is ahead of you, but you have to work on things and stop worrying. And if people keep pushing you towards existences or things that you don't know or understand, don't allow it, because there is some things that are being delivered to you in the sermons of certain energy as well. And you have to look at those things if you want to know more about the situation. But you can dive into it another time. Maybe even me, I might do a reading on it. Like, I might give you some type of reading on CERN energy, just so that you can kind of understand things, or we can have a look in together at what's going on, or what, you know, the collective might need to know, you know. So yeah, that would be interesting. All right. So what else is going on? It says, please don't bother me in my mindset. I'm very much in love with you. I'm nasty and I'm evil, and there is someone there that wants to be nasty to you. It's a family member. Mind you, she doesn't want to bother you too much today, but she's bothering you a hell of a lot and lying that she's not bothering you. So she's bigging up her mind about things, but she's punishing her head on yours right now as we speak, and she's even giving you drama. But it says she warns herself not to show her hand, so she could be laughing and lying about things, and maybe even doing more than it seems that she's doing, because she likes to hide her hand a lot, and she's very deceptive, and her name could be there very, very openly for you to know anywhere. You know, it's like she wants you to pick on these things so you can see what it is that she's doing. So, you know, it says it could be a friend, a family member, or a very, very personal hater of yours. Like, you know, this person's a hater, you know, they're an enemy. All right. So it says this person may not want to know that they're drinking a lot, but they're drinking a hell of a lot. And it says this person's also doing a lot of mood swing type of things. You know, they could even be taking drugs for some of them, but this person's under a very bad mood swing, because, you know, their coping mechanism with things that they want is not playing out so good. They can't seem to get to you as well the way they want to, and they're bothered. So try to warn yourself, you've got better news moving past them anyway. Even if it's a struggle at times, Scorpio, just try and move past them. And it says your victim mentality will never, never harm you as much as my mindset will harm you. And it says venom is there with this person. So much snake-like energy is there with them for them to destroy you or harm you or want to. But you've got to make sure that you keep yourself safe and protected from their wrath, because they're no good. Okay, so it says look into that energy that we are going to participate on. Maybe even see that there's things there that you may not want to see, but it will come out for you to understand. Maybe we'll do it as a collective. Maybe I'll go through the individual star signs for you to understand what's going on in your star sign, but I'll do it as a collective as well for you to see what's going on. Okay. But it says no one's going to come to you in a mindset of your own with bad news directly from there. So you'll have to move on. If it doesn't want to come out in the energy, then it doesn't want to come out, because there is warning that someone is using that energy, but they're also trying to lie about it, hide it, or see that they can't come forward with the mind of yours if you know too much. So if we look into that energy, it might run and hide, or it might play hide and seek, or it might just judge you, or it might do all kind of different things. But warning, we've got to take a look to just make sure it's not going to trick you, manipulate you, or try to mind game you, or harden its head around you, or hurt you. Okay, so there is other things going on, and it does say that you like your mindset a lot today, Scorpio, but you do know that you've had a better day today than you did yesterday or some other days in the past, because there's people that have been targeting you for a long time. However, you feel more calm and collected, and your soul is very, very much in tune with good news. And it doesn't say that you don't have to feel bad, but there could be someone targeting you in your spirit in a way that they want to feel the feelings that you feel. They want to feel the mind in the way you feel it. There is someone that's super, when I mean obsession is not even a word to joke with. They're obsessed with you, Scorpio. And the obsession goes way beyond your understanding. It cannot be fathomed. It's so deep that it has to be persecuted and shut down and rebooted in their mind to walk away. It's that bad. And it's an obsession that you can't shift. You can't even pick on, you can't manipulate, you can't control. Via God will do anything that God can do to help you. But bloody hell, when Satan has dug its heels in so determinedly, so firmly, so hell-bent in a way that it's going to not move, this person has not got any way of trying to move on. And they don't know how to see themselves in the problem either. So that makes it worse. It's like, I see you, but I don't see me. I don't know who I am. And all I'm telling you is I live through your veins, your blood, your head, your power, your spirit, your energy, your everything, Scorpio. So they can't even see themselves. They can't manipulate the situation. They can't understand it. They can't cry for it. They can't murder themselves through it, because even when they try, it still goes back to you. It's like, I have to see my head in yours because I am you. Like, this person wants to be you, Scorpio, but in a way where they're trying to touch you with their mind. Like, their mind is not yours, so it does all kind of different kind of effed up things that are going to destroy your mind if you're not careful. But it's trying to become you, but through their mind. Like, you must do as they say, almost like a controlling power, like a controlling, powerful hold on you, Scorpio. And it says this demonic spirit that this woman has, because there's a woman that has it more than a man. And it says the man, he knows he's got it. He's got it very, very badly. In fact, is worse than the woman's at times when she feels like taking a back seat. But his is disgustingly there to venom you and harden his head around you and hurt you every day and night. But he warns himself to come mostly at night and harm you, whereas hers is there day and night, day and night, day and night. Sometimes it's not there, but then sometimes it's there. And then it comes and it goes, and it's really bad, Scorpio. So just warn yourself to wash off your doorstep, wash off your mind, wash off your head, wash off anything that you can to make sure you pray and you pray and you pray and you pray. So if you have to give yourself good news, you are prayed up, Scorpio. Okay, you are taken care of. Look after yourself, whatever it is that you have that you could pray up and wash off. Wash your doormat, wash your mind, wash your spirit, wash anything that you can, making sure that you are protected. You will not prosper with bad news. Okay, we have to say it in those terms. You will not prosper with bad news. Why? Because these men and women want you to prosper with bad news. That's how deep it is. They want you to actually feel like you're going to be wealthy in bad news. There's the demon spirits there that want you to go down in that way. It says you will never prosper in bad news, Scorpio. And these people know why. Their heads have to target the mental health that they are giving out. To say, why would she want to prosper in bad news? Why would he want to prosper in bad news? And still feel bad about things with their conscience, but they still don't know how to give you good news. Because they just want to wallow in the problem and give you bad news all the days of your life. But Scorpio, you'll move past it. God is on your side. So keep punishing them with anything that you want. Okay? Anything you want. Because you deserve that. And the thing is, you deserve to be happy and well. So don't worry about it too much. Because even if you do try to solve the problem with God, God will be on your side. And enemies will have to come to you at times when you use Satan. But at least you said, I tried, God, Lord God, I tried. Or in my spirit, I tried. I'm not a believer of God, but I tried. I didn't know what to do. I just wanted peace. So you have to do all you can to get rid of them. Okay? They could be spiritual. They could be on the plane with you or not on the plane with you. They could be ghosts. Okay, they could be goblins, or they could just be real life human beings that are being nasty to you. So you have to go around and look and see what is there doing this stuff to you if you feel like you need to be more curious. However, it says just be careful, protect yourself going in, make sure you're armored up, make sure you stay prayed up, stay close to your book of spells, your Bible, your laws of attraction, whatever it is that you feel like you need to pray and stay safe. Okay? Many thanks to you all in your mindset at times for staying safe and well for the universe, because it depends on you a lot, Scorpio. It says there's so many other star signs that wouldn't know what to do without you guys at times. They need your spirit to protect themselves because they don't even know how to pray, or they don't know how to give their mindset to you in a way that they get good news. They have to think, well, bloody hell, who do I call? Who do I ring? Who do I go to get help? Because my mind can't even think straight. Then your Scorpio is there naturally giving good news. At times it gives too much good news, or it doesn't give enough, depending on the person. But it says sometimes you have to understand why you're giving out so much information to help people. Your spirit is aligned with the death wish of giving out good news in a way that you conquer problems, you solve problems. So you have to end and destroy things with the ending, with the death. You have to destroy it and kill it dead. problems is not going to be the answer. So you have to end things, Scorpio. Okay. So good news is there anyway with you. Love life is not always easy. You have a problem with a person that doesn't want to speak to you, or they've been mad at you. And it says this person doesn't want to come forward again. They realize they shouldn't ever come back again. However, it says this person may not move on that easy. This person really wishes they never used bad news on you and warns themselves they could be a witchy kind of person. Maybe even using witchcraft in real time. However, it says this person does not know how to use witchcraft. They know someone is bothering their spirit to try and harm you or harden their head around you or be nasty to you. But this person also wants to see you in a bad mood every day of your life. Either way, it says this man should have never come to you, Scorpio females. If he knows why he knows, he knows. And he says he doesn't know how to forgive himself because he knows he's a personal traitor, even an evil spirit, a nasty man. But he can't show you all of that, like in a way that he could tell you, look, this is how I am. I don't think I should be around you. You don't deserve all of this, you know. He ain't going to tell you that. He's just going to be nasty to you. So you have to walk away from him. And try to potentially do it now while the, energy is still very, very much rampant. Because he could bring out evil spells on your head in a way that he's thinking about things or people, and then he passes it on to you like a coordinary kind of energy. Like, I don't want you to feel like I'm not doing it, but I'm doing it. And then it's like he's nasty on purpose. So he has to think, why is he doing that to you? Why is he being mad? He doesn't have to be mad. And the thing is, he's born that way. He can't think of how not to be that way because he's born that way. Hence why he does maybe bodybuilding, or maybe he even looks at you like, yeah, I'm slimmer than you, or I'm fitter than you, or I'm healthier than you, or I do diet plans, or whatever it is that he does. He's not very good at it at times because he's not perfect. But he says, I warn myself, my body skills are very banging. Even in the bedroom, I could be banging, but I'm not showing you everything. And it says maybe you wouldn't want to know everything either, Scorpio, because what's the point if his spiritual alignments are not going to be great to your soul? He could harm you spiritually. It could hurt you involving your mind, or it could harm your spirit where it's like you're targeted for spirits even more because of the things that he sows inside of you with his thoughts and his manifestations after he's come. So when he does come in your mindset about things that he wants to speak to you about, allow him to move on, because he may just target you again for a phone call, a ring, or maybe even a text message. But it says he minds his manners, because absolutely not going to change who he is as a person, not really trying to be a good person overall. He realized that he has to move on anyway, because there's lifespan issues with him, feeling like he's not going to live very long in his mind about it, but he may die out of situations that he doesn't want to be in. And he knows that, like, even with you, there's a situation he doesn't want to be in with you, but he will die out of the situation. And he knows that because his spirit is telling him to go home. Like, go somewhere else where you feel like you're comfortable. Go somewhere where you belong. Like, spiritually, go into the realms that you belong in. You don't belong in Scorpio's realm. You don't belong in the realm where you have to change. You don't really want to change. You don't really want to be the person that she wants you to be, or the person that you even said you was going to be. You're trying to be something that you're not. You keep putting on a front. You keep trying to hide and lie and disguise yourself. Why not try to just be you? And he realized that now when he says, you told me something, just be you, be real to yourself, be true to yourself. Like, don't lie and try to say that you're something else, or try to show me that you're something that you're not, because the truth will reveal itself. And it's like, you have shown him now that he could be open and honest to himself, that he's going to be more of that. And he can't hide it anymore. It's like, okay, I was trying to put on a front. Now you've seen me for who I am, but I'm not going to change who I am. And I'm going to be this way every day. If you didn't know me, now you know me. This is who I am. Hi, I'm so called, And it says, no wonder you didn't try to warn yourself before, Scorpio, of him, because you gave him the benefit of the doubt. You could have felt inklings of him being something that you felt like he wasn't going to be, but at the same time you realize he's going to show himself, or if he's that man, he's that man. If he's not that man, he's not that man, but he's going to show himself to me, where I have to make a decision one day to make sure I know who he is, because I've just got to know him. Like, I'm just getting to know him, or I'm just starting to speak to him, or it's still early days. But it says you will show yourself a problem if you stay. because you're wanting to stay in some ways, but you're like, well, nah, I don't think I should. Me and him, we would not align well at all. And it says, trust that evil information, Scorpio, because it's evil. Because there's a part of you that says, I know he could change one day if he really wanted to, but am I worth the bashing? Like, is it worth me getting tortured and bashed and hurt for this man that doesn't want to change right now, or he doesn't want to see my point of view today? He doesn't even want to try and change in a way that I could see him on a long-term basis, or even try to give me good news where I could feel like he's going to give me, you know, a time and a place to share my thoughts and feelings in good news. Like, he doesn't seem open to me being a good person to him, and vice versa. So the warning is for you to just make sure you bounce. Like, the way his mental health will tell you, just go away. Even if he doesn't mean it, it's like, just go away. I don't want to speak to you. But the thing is, it's better that way. So they said, it says karma is there with that on top of it, because he wants to know that he can push his mind to behave. However, it says you will have to face the burdens when he does have flashbacks and he needs to turn around and lash out again. Because he's got mental health issues. He knows he's got cause for concern with some things that you would do. Even looking at you right now in your mind about things, the way he sees things in your head is not it's not gonna be the same, but it's not gonna be easy to solve your problems if he says you've got problems. And you may not have problems. You may just have good news about things that you're doing, but he doesn't understand why you're doing it or why you're that type of person. But he troubles his head to find out why, and then he lies to himself on why it is a good thing or a bad thing that you're doing what you're doing. Like, he could manipulate it for you and not see the best for you. So it's not going to be easy to kind of solve the problem in his head, but you would have solved it already 10 times over, or even laughed at the situation, because you're not him. And lies can come to him as well. Because you can say, well, I'm this and I'm that and I'm that and I'm this, and you're not. But the thing is, you'll always be who you are. And you won't change that either at times. So there is things that you may need to look at with yourself. And there is things that you need to look at in regards to your health or your mindset. But it says it's not going to be easy to trouble your mind to say you're going to have good health or a good, healthy mindset, because you can do things better in your mind. If you decide to trouble it a little bit and say, all right, I'm going to do better. I've got to move past certain things that are bothering me. People even targeting me and being nasty to me, or even the things that are holding me back in life because I'm just jealous or I'm tired or I'm moody. Like, you do have to check yourself at times. And it says, warning, don't worry about checking yourself for him. Do it for yourself. Don't worry about the people that don't like you. Just try and do it for yourself. And then you'll realize it's better that way, because he may have just come into your life for a season. Like, he may just be there to trouble you for a mood swing that you have inside of you that keeps haunting you at times and trying to show you need to move past it. But it says nothing's going to help you more than his mind behaving badly, so you can move past him. And then you have to move past why he's moved past you in his life, which is, I'm targeting you for a mind of my own. Like, I want to see how far you can get in your life for things that you know that I'm not going to achieve, or you feel like I am going to achieve. But do you know that I'm trying to strive for the greatest in life? And I'm trying to do things in my mind in a way that I don't want to be disturbed. The thing is, Scorpio, you can look at it in any way you want to, but it's the truth what you're saying. Because why do you need to come into my life to challenge me about it? I'm trying to challenge my life in some ways. I even did this before, and bloody hell, I'm going to try and do it again. But it's not the time yet for you or anybody to come and say, oh, do this, do that, in a way that I'm uncomfortable. I have to see myself fit. And it's not to say I don't want to do things that I want to change in my life, but you're not going to come in and challenge me to do those things in a way that you see fit, because you don't have to be here. Neither do you have to bore me or make me feel hard or hurt or whatever it is that you're trying to do. So it says there is a spiritual curse in a way that you think, because it's like, all right, someone's trying to show you something in their perspective. Hence why it's trying to come out like, well, you need to check yourself. No, Scorpio's been doing that, mate. So if you want to say something directly, say it. Because Scorpio, this person might be trying to say, you are not doing what I'm doing. Hence why I'm not doing what I'm doing in my life to help you. But it says, well, Scorpio would say, why the hell are you here? What did you come for? Did you not know I was ready to target some things in my head in a way that I'm doing it? But not going to sabotage myself trying to do it. So when you want to use certain words that you don't understand that you're using for yourself, don't try to harm me with them words, because people will turn around and say what they want and even lie, Scorpio. They say, oh no, I'm not doing that. But really, this person has been trying to sabotage your world or say things to you indirectly in a way that they could say, oh, well, look at you, look at you, look at you. Your life this, your life that. No, Scorpio, you may just know your life. So you can't allow these people to harm you, hurt you, or target you for bad news, okay? So anyway, I'm leaving it there, lovely. Take care. Speak to you next time. Ciao. Bye.